All right, looks like it's all good. Now here's the question. Is it going to update the way I want it to? We shall see here. Ooze out of the way for now. Yeah, there they go. At Twitch. Very good. The YouTube one hasn't gone up yet, so I'll see if that one pops up here in a second here. We will find out. Hello, Dark Jackal. How you doing? So far, only the Twitch ping came up. YouTube should have gone up too, but looks like just Twitch for now. I'll have to go check ping cord real quick. Let me go check it while I'm paying attention. Gotta make sure everything's right before I just assume it's all good. Yeah, it is correct. Yeah, YouTube ping. Yeah, it is up. It is for uploads and live streams. Okay. I just updated it, so got to make sure. I'm doing okay. My skill at Go problem seems to be down, but I might be too hard on myself. Well, it just depends on the day. Right. As you see, once in a while, I'm perfectly fine. Oh, there we go. There we go. I got the YouTube ping as well now. Very good. Okay. So within a minute or two of each other, we're good to go. Gotta move it over here so I can check my other one. Yeah, now I'll update the Patreon Discord next, which will be fun. Patreon YouTube member thing. So yeah, anyway, hello Frenchie, how you doing? It's been an interesting week. It just started, you know, already just started. Anything good going on at the Gome? More go manga thing. No, Ichiro Kuro 3-3 versus Yamayuta. Oh, nice. It's nice that there's a competition going on there, right? Like it's like both are almost winning or almost losing sort of thing, right? We're good. We're good. It's not just one sided. It's way more fun when it's not one sided. I have to be honest. Unless it's a new person coming in, right? It's a new person came in and it was all one sided because of that. I think that's fun. That's fun because it's like, oh man, who is this, right? That kind of fun experience of finding someone new. I was looking at this Explore Baduk website as well. They're depending on the time of day, there's more people. And I've seen some people looking for games everywhere. Oh, un potato. It's not potato though, but un potato. And then Dom. So there are people actually looking for games now. Once in a while when I check, seems to be just certain times of day. There's no active games though, so it doesn't. It's not very good. But that's not a big deal. That's not a big deal. And then there seems to be like a Twitter, Facebook type of thing here where we can post stuff. A random novel here. But yeah, kind of interesting overall. Has a little news section too. I'm gonna keep checking on it, see how it goes. Maybe even play some games once in a while. But yeah, ebook TV. I didn't actually look at this. Oh, I'll have to check this part out. This looks interesting. Some puzzles. Yes, 1 second here. So, as you've been doing the harder problems in Lego Dictionary 3, I've been having an issue with making moves that the problem creators don't expect. Makes it hard to figure out why the moves don't work. Oh, no. Yeah, that happens. That happens for sure. Yeah. Oh, good. These are the last ones over here. No, that was part of the struggle, I think, of when I first did problems. Some of these collections are a bit weird, yeah. I think the Mega Dictionary one, I'm still fairly certain I don't like. We could play B or A. I don't know which one it wants me to play though. If we play at A, we're preventing them from growing. If we play at B, we're strengthening our group. So either one, let's see what they do. Old Joseki. Nice. They want B. What was B? Was that B? They don't want you to defend. They didn't want B. I'm sorry. They didn't want B. B was wrong. I'm sorry. You just don't know what you're talking about, Frenchie. You gotta get on their level. Okay. I don't know what they want here, though. I gotta be honest. Apparently, yeah. I have no clue what they actually want here. This isn't that big of a deal. Jumping would be okay, but then they come over here, so probably C. That's the only move I can think of that they would want here. It's a bit of a weird formation. If I'm going to be pincering these two stones, which is what it looks like happened, then I would want to play closer. But if this is the Chinese, I would never have played K16. You can never play C. Yeah. A, I wouldn't want A or B either. So C is the only one. Nubis, hello. Yes. I'm just doing a couple of these problems and I'll talk about some stuff. White anchors or stones in the corner. What should black do next? We don't usually want to surround now. Because now they're going to be pushing and cutting. But if we don't surround, we're being split completely. So we probably should just make sure that there's no problems and we just fight anyway. But yeah. It's a tricky situation. You know, Friday I was honestly just not feeling good that morning. Ate some food that wasn't very good the day before, we can say. But the other time I missed, I had something that came up that I had to go do. Like for the Chinese open on the right side. What should black do in this position? Play for territory or make a moyo? What should black do? Honestly, I want to play A. Oh, good. It gave me A. Indigestion following overconsumption of liquid food? No, I don't drink any liquids at all. Zero liquids. But no, I never have that problem because I don't ever indulge. Okay. This last one was good. This is the move you should play. So I'm glad this was here and it didn't say build a moyo with this B move. All right, we finally finished it. There's 78 problems in this collection. But yeah, they need to redo all of it. So yeah, I eat ice cubes. Yeah, I don't drink water. That's gross. That would be funny, actually. That would take so long to get all the water you needed. Oh man, that would take forever. Oh, I guess if you just ate ice cubes all day long, it would work. You have to have ice cubes on you at all times. When they melt, you got to freeze them again. Maybe boil the ice and then eat it. You know, that sounds like a good idea. Oh, that's terrible. Looks like they're adding more of the Ego Hatsuyoron, which I'm not going to try because this is too hard. I'm not going to do that one at all right now. We'll probably be finishing up more of this one here as well. Okay. And I did want to mention, though, like it says in the title, I did finally update the Discord because before Brandon was in charge of it, and he had all the stuff here, and now I'm kind of taking over because Brandon didn't ever want to fix anything because he just didn't try to do it. He just liked it the way it was. So I added a few new places with the Go area. I left the same names as before. I can close this moderator stuff. There we go. Yeah. So similar names to before, but I added some more areas so we can do more Go related stuff here. And then the regular chat for everything. So yeah, this will be kind of fun. So we need to find a Go problem today to post in the problems channel. That's the goal right now. That's what we're gonna look for. And then we're gonna have to find some resources and start getting some game review stuff going. And I was also thinking of starting up the little study group idea that I was considering before. Because I don't necessarily want it to be a strict like a league or anything like that. But because this would be something for free that people can join whenever, like people can just come and stop by sort of thing. Because I talked about like a month or two ago. So I was going to add a section for that on here for the people that want to do that. Then I'll probably add another role thing so that people can join that particular role. And there's 117 members right now, and that's after I actually purged a lot of accounts that haven't been active for at least 30 days active on Discord at all. So if you were in the Discord before, you'd have to rejoin if you just haven't been active on Discord. Yeah, so I'm happy about this. I'm keeping it as small as possible without making it like too large. Because one of the problems I have is like with Ben's Discord, for example, Ben Hyo, his Discord is really big. There's like almost 1,000 people there. It's getting huge. But there's like 100 different sections, which is too much for me. I just want the basic stuff for everyone to come in and look through things. And then we're going to add a section for the study group, right? And I can add that to the events. And I was thinking the study group could be just once a week sort of thing. I'll just add one more streaming day. And I was thinking either Saturday or Sunday. And you could just come in, you could get game reviews, or you could play someone on that day sort of thing and get a game and then get it reviewed with somebody. Yeah, I thought that could be kind of fun. So even though I know not that many people are going to be doing it the first week or even the first month, probably, because it takes a while for that sort of stuff to grow, I'll probably just stream on that day and review games and do stuff like that. So we'll see how that goes. But I think I still have a link to the Discord and on YouTube would be in the description. And then on Twitch, I believe it's just underneath the video, underneath the stream. So it should be nice. Cleaned it up, made it look a little bit nicer, basically. I definitely didn't just copy a random video I found online. Definitely didn't do that. I still want you to do more roasting game reviews. That would make me play more. Yeah, I'm fine with that too, honestly. Like the point of the study group idea was just to get people together to like play and talk about the game. And so it could be fun, could be whatever, right? So that's all that really matters. But I did want to start that. Because that was one of the things I've noticed with my students, for example, is that they I want silly content. Yeah, exactly. I get it. That was the thing I was noticing with my students, that they just didn't have people who hang out with them when it comes to Go, if you know what I mean. Oh, we can do this one. Oh, well, I clicked wrong. I expected them to block. There we go. There we go. Yeah. So, they didn't have too many people. Like if they have a club, they visit the club once every so often, or Some of them don't even have a club that they can do stuff with. And then I was making my course that I want to like have all the good information that I can sort of get together for that specific topic. And I thought one of the things that helped me the most was talking with people. It wasn't even necessarily getting lessons, but just talking with other people that I played. Yeah, like on OGS, it can take a while to find a game. Yeah. So even if it's silly stuff, like I'm fine with doing that as well on that day too. Hanging out and playing is awesome. Exactly that. That's basically the whole point of the study group idea, is just getting people to hang out and have fun and talk with each other about Go. And then if they're doing it every week, they get into the habit of doing it, right? Pisses everyone off, yeah. Well, that's the other thing too. It's like um, I could have people come in and like if you wanted to, you could come on and we could talk about a game that's being played and have some fun with it. You know what I mean? As long as everyone's all good with it, we're happy with that. This is the comb shape. We can just do this and we're fine. And let's just not misclick like I did with the very first problem. No more misclicking on this one. I just clicked it automatically because I assumed I assumed they had to cut there, because if they cut there, that was the hardest answer for the problem. Yes, the comb shape. Do you not know the comb? You haven't heard that before? Ah, yeah. This shape is the comb shape because it's like a hair comb, and then usually you have two lines in the middle later, so like an M, but you don't always have that. But for living, you usually end up having that later, and it's usually with no solid connections. Right? It's like this one here. It's not a solid connection here. It's usually no solid connections like that. Like this. There you go. You have that. This two weaknesses here, and then the lines on the side. Yeah. I'll call it the Space Invader shape. That would work too. Yeah. Yeah, I have to get Brandon to play some games on that day so that we can make fun of his games. I think that'd be good. Or get you to play some games, but we'll make fun of your games instead. I'm not really sure what you mean, poker channel. So you say you tried to connect to make a solid connection in the comb. Um, Easier with your games, yeah. Well, you can make fun of Brandon too. It's just different. It's just different. You don't want to connect on the outside. The point of the comb is that you're making the middle as wide as possible to give you the most eye space possible. And then if they play from the outside, then you get to play on the inside, and you get this little thing. Yeah, it's about it's just recognizing the widest area, because if you connect first, then they can get into your area. Oh, not that one. And get rid of your eye shape. Hmm. So I kind of want to take this thing here. So if I go down here and they play on the outside, and I go here and they play on the outside again, and then I capture, they're dead. That looks good. Oh, what? All right. We have to capture first. I don't like that. No, you can't capture first either. Okay, good. Is it from the bottom first then? And then we capture? I didn't think that through. I was thinking that we needed to play from this outside stuff first. But when they connect here, I thought that was fine, but it's not fine, right? Because they can make the Seki. So we have to start with the bottom side. I didn't think it mattered because I wasn't paying enough attention. But they do have to connect here now. And we can't go down because of this connection. Okay, that makes sense. So I'm already not thinking very much about these. Let's try to actually think about the next couple before we get to the challenge ones, which I'll have to actually think about. uh, because it's the warm up for the entire week. So we gotta make sure we're we're able to get stuff going. Normally we could Hane here, and if they block, we can push because it'd be like a snapback. If they can't block here, they have to block on the other side, and they can't make 2 eyes now. So just Hane and push. Okay, that's better. So if we go down, they go up, we can block directly. So that's fine. They push here, we go over, they push again, we can Atari them. So that should be okay. So I believe we can just go down. If they play anything else, we can block it. So that should be fine. Then 3 in a row is 1 eye when you capture, and they can recapture. Okay. Doing a little bit better now. Now that we're thinking a little bit more. If we push in here first, I think they can just play this move directly. So I think we should just play this move directly. It kind of looks like a bulky 5 shape already, right? So if we play here, we don't actually have to capture. We just have to throw in over here. Because this is already the bulky 5. Okay, cool. If we push, they can just back off and they're alive. So we have to prevent them from backing off. Usually you do that by attaching. If they play anything except for this connection, we can just push. And if they connect, we can cut this side off and kill. So this should be good. Nice little snapback. Okay. So if we block here and they push up, we can't block. We have to connect. Then they connect, and then we're dead. So we usually want to just connect here instead. If the first move doesn't work and there's the refutation here, we can connect here instead. If they push in, we just capture. So we're good. They cannot connect. Shortage of liberties. We're good to go. Okay. This is normally the move. I didn't think through it that time, though, but I should have. We can just Atari here. This is good. Now we have 2 eyes versus their 0 eyes. We could have played any other move, too, I believe, so. But always making the 2 eyes is usually the better idea, unless you need to protect the outside. This throw-in looks like it works. Yeah, looks like we can throw in, and then we're Atarying again. After they capture. They can't connect, so they have to capture. Yeah, a lot of this is like recognizing the shapes, or recognizing the techniques involved. Looks like we can just do this one. This is what you want them to do in a game. You want them to capture like this. Gets even more points in the corner. That'd be really nice. I really want to do this one. Sumego Hero. Is there another one you're messing with? I'll mess with that in a second here. Push. They Hane here. We just push again. They connect and we Atari. And we can go back down here. All right, let's see. Use all your hearts and you can't find it. Oh, it's intermediate. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, this one. Okay. I think I've seen this one. I believe you're supposed to peep here and then jump down. Something like this. Have you tried that? I don't know if it works, but have you tried it? The peep, yes. Jump down, no. Okay, okay. So yeah, usually with this one you can peep, and then when you jump down, that you can connect underneath. So it would be like a ko in the corner kind of shape. But I don't know if they can do that. So I think we peep here. If they block, we can just cut. If they Hane, we Atari and Atari, right? So they have to Hane their way, then we can Atari them first and even connect potentially. So they have to connect, and then we can jump down. No matter what they play, we can connect up. Yeah. No, not correct. Fine. Seemed like that was the right idea. Oh, okay, because they can push through first, and then it's no good. Okay, but I know the peep, I believe the peep is correct. That seemed like the right idea, but it's not the right idea this time. So how would we want to do it this time instead? So let's think about it a little bit more. The other idea would be to... Oh, I guess they didn't say the jump down was wrong, and they said the push was wrong. Was the push the only move? Yeah, the push was the only move. Okay, so the other idea... Yeah, peep is the first move. Can't find the rest. The other idea would be to extend in the corner next. Just threaten to make the eye in the corner. Because if you can make the eye in the corner, that could give you enough liberties to kill. And then, of course, Hane and Connect is no good. So you do have to peep first. If you Hane and Connect after the peep, is that okay? No, it's not okay. So we have to extend first, and then the Hane and Connect works. So they'd have to play again. Yeah, so this one's an annoying one for sure. Yeah, so this was the first idea that I had, but we needed a different move over here for this to work. We needed like a move at G2 for this to work. Because then we could pull back and not get Atari'd. So that's what we needed, was a move back here. And then the other idea is the A2 move. We want this one too. We play here. If they block, we can go down. If they block over here, we're good. So I think it's like this one, I guess. And I was considering this push for if they Hane. Because if I block and they do this one, then we Atari and it's sort of a Ko shape. And we can't throw in. So I wanted to push here, but we can't do that. I'm pretty sure it's this one and this one, though. Could have sworn it was that one. So maybe I can't find it either. Might be too much. We'll have to see. This is the right first move, right? That's what you said. Attach. Which one's this? This is number 2? Didn't I already do this one? How did I find this answer? What did I do to find this answer? I don't know exactly. Maybe we just go down. Oh, okay. Because it's similar to the other problems. That's how I found the answer, because it's similar to the other problems that were around it. Yeah. Okay. That's why I found out the answer before. So what was this one? This is why collections can be good, because you can find the answers for stuff like this. This one's 4Q. If we go down here and they go here, we can connect underneath, because we had this jump. That's if they hunted in the corner. We should be able to do this one, because we can connect underneath. And that was if they play the Hane in the corner after we played the jump. But in this one, they played this block instead when we played the jump. So we need to take away the Hane in the corner after that. So do we need the jump, or can we just do this one? I guess this one doesn't work. Let's jump again. And then we play here. No? Okay, fine. Look at the answer. The jump was right. We want to play this move. And then we can play from the outside. Okay. That's the move. I was not thinking about B1 at all. Yeah, I was thinking the jump's sort of the only move I could think of after that first one. Like, the rest of them don't seem like they work. So I was like, wait a minute. Does the jump really not work? And that was the answer, but yeah, B1 I wouldn't have thought of. I thought normally you have to go the other direction. I need to go back to the review. Not that one. What am I doing? Reset. No, right here. Back. Jump. We go here. Why not this one? Why not this one? They have to play like here. We have to take away. Then when they do something like this one, when we make the eye here, we'll just do this way. Now they're still dead. So that has to be a different move. And if they do this one, they're dead. I think this one still works too. Is there an answer down here? They have to like attach here maybe. But then we just push. I'm not sure how that doesn't work, by the way. I'm not sure how that doesn't work. I'm not exactly sure how that doesn't work. Yeah, I think this works too. Okay, we're good. I was like, there's something wrong here. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but I'm pretty sure that works. Someone better than me will have to look at that and tell me why it doesn't work. Normally we can do something like this, but we have this thing here, so we still want to play here. I think. I guess that's a co shape, huh? If we do this one, they play back here. Oh no, we can just play here, I guess. I don't know. We can just connect. Like, yeah, connect does work. Okay, connect does work. We're good. Okay. And what I was looking at there was if they did play this one, is there something I need to do special? I can just connect. We're good. They can't do anything like that. We're good. Oh, this is like we need to extend it down to the bottom so we can take away a liberty idea instead of connecting. If we connect and they do the diagonal, I think we can do this move. So they push, we hane. Maybe we can just connect. They go down, we play here. I thought that it should be this one, but I'm thinking that we have to just connect and we play like this. Oh, you're right. We do need to play something over here. Okay, good. I was like, this doesn't make any sense. Today's not a good day for me either. Because I'm not seeing all this stuff very well. I want to do this one, but this one doesn't work because they just capture. So it would be down like this. And then we can play this one and throw in. I was right with my instinct, but for some reason I thought that the other way also worked. I guess this does work. It's kind of a fun problem. Well, we need to extend, I guess. If we Atari, it's 2 eyes, so we have to extend here. If they block, then we can Atari these stones. They have to capture, then we can go underneath. But then it would be like a co shape. Oh, I can just connect. Okay. We're good. When they throw in and they throw in again, we just connect. We're good. The challenge is going to be difficult today, I'm guessing. Huh. So we kind of have to fix this area. And if they do this Hane, we feel kind of bad. So we kind of also need to fix this area. So if we play here and they Hane, we can cut. Yeah, we should be good. We have to cut so they can't get rid of the eye in the corner. That's actually kind of a tricky one. I like that style of problem there. This one is a nice little throw-in sort of thing. I like that a lot. I like doing that in real games too. Feels good. Okay. Well, this is kind of awkward. But I guess we have to give up our 3 stones when we play this one. They Atari, we Atari. They capture, we cut, which makes it so they can't kill us from the other side, and they're already dead in the corner. So we can just do this one. If they could capture us on the other side, they had 1 more liberty, it would have been fine. Interesting. So I kind of want to do this one. Liberty-wise, if I do anything else and they play at S3, there's nothing I can do. So I think I need to play at S3 first. And then we don't play any of these extra moves first. We play the Atari first. And then this is a snapback. And now we can look at the golden problem. Golden Sumego. Oh, no. It's one of these ones. Okay. Even says Tudon. Sumego Master number 2. All right, so if anyone hasn't done their golden Sumego yet, if you click your golden Sumego, do you get the same problem? That's what I'm wondering right now. Do you get the same problem? Oh yeah, that's right. I was like, what is that? You don't? Okay. Because I was curious about that. I wanted to know if it was random or if everyone got the same one. Yours are way easier. Sometimes I get really easy ones. Like I get like an 8Q one or a 10Q one. But because it was so random, like I got really easy ones and hard ones, I thought it was possible that the golden one was the same for everybody. This one is one of these where we have to throw in here first, I'm pretty sure. So let's look at the easy problem first, right? If we push here, 23 levels short of golden Sumego. Oh no, 23 levels. When do you get this? Level 100 or premium? Okay. Oh. It's random from your path. It could be. That's why I wasn't sure. But yeah, so if we do this one and they connect, then this is pretty easy. They're just dead. Yeah, they're just dead. So they can't connect. They have to play one of these moves. If they play this one, we can throw in and threaten to connect underneath, which means they'd have to block, and then we could push. So they have to play this one here. And if we throw in at that time, does it still work? Wait a minute. I think we can just push. We can just we can just push here, it looks like. Yeah, I think we can just push. And if we Hane and they play here, we can still play here. If they play here, we throw in. And we can still just Hane and throw in. Yeah, that was easy. That shouldn't have been Tudon. But I think this other people got the same feeling that I did. They got the same feeling, was that you have to throw in first. Because that's a very common answer for these problems. But then I realized you didn't have to. So, because I decided to start reading. So that works. But let's see if it throw in first. You would have thrown and gotten it wrong. Any move on the outside is good. Any move on the outside is good. Yeah, the reason why I started with this one is because they can make an eye technically with that move. So I wanted to just push in here. And I realized that if they did this one, I can always crawl underneath, right? So we can block. And then if they don't do that, we can crawl underneath. So even if they captured the stone, it would still be a dead shape there, right? Even if they could capture this, we can just Tanuki, right? I think it's two things. I think it's initially set. So like I believe the admins and stuff can change the rating of the problem to set it to be approximately right. And then the users, as they solve them, it changes it as well. So I think it's a mixture of those two things. And one of the problems I'm having is that I haven't had any of my coffee yet. It's just been sitting in front of me. So I'm gonna have a little bit of that now. All right. No, because when I read the comments, I have read a few comments where people said they adjusted the rank, where the admins and stuff said, or the mods or whatever they want to call them. They said, okay, I changed the rank on it. So I've seen comments like that. And I remember seeing something about what this number meant. Like this was like the people who solved it or something like that. I don't remember exactly what it was, but this was also something related to it being solved or not solved. And I remember there was some other thing like that too. So it's something along those lines. Let's see how Goshi's doing. Look at the high score here. Should be at the top, right? Top 8. That's okay. Should be the top 3, but looks like you're slacking a little bit. And everyone else is doing fine. You're slower now? I know. We all know. Oh, I have a notification. Total level 5 achievement. Look at that. Get some more rewards. I'm not sure what to use them for, but I get more rewards. Oh, I think I can buy dragons. Right? I can like buy dragons and stuff. What is this? What? Oh, okay. Catching up to you though, you can start sweating. What level are you now? I'm 110. I think it might be easier actually. Go to the profile. What percentage have you done overall? I'm at 52%. What are you at overall? I've done 52% of the collections. 52% of all the problems. I don't want that one. And I can't see anything there, so okay. Let's go back to the regular website. Daily challenge. I think you shouldn't buy dragon. Seems a bit immoral. It's fine. It's normal. Like everyone else is doing it. 39%? Wow, you got a lot to do. I think you passed Brandon though. I think you passed Brandon. So you're good. You're good. That's great actually. Ooh, Prod got them all right. A lot of people are getting most of them right this time. I'm gonna sneeze. Ooh, feeling better now. But I think Brandon is at like 40% actually. So you're almost beating Brandon. Last time I talked to him, I think he said around 40%. Yeah, so it seems like most people are doing okay, except for the last 3 problems, and then the other people that are usually pretty good at it are getting all those problems right. So let's see what happens today. This one seems difficult. Black to play. Capture. It seems like a lot of people also misclicked on the early ones. So we have to be a little bit careful with that. Capture. We can Hane here. You don't do this one. This is probably one of the ones that people click too quickly on. This is a Ko. You have to Hane here, and it's not Ko anymore. It's just dead. I know I've clicked too quickly with that problem. This one is also one you could easily misclick on for sure. You probably need to make this eye because they can't play again on the inside. They have to capture first, and then you can connect. So then it's 2 eyes that way. Now, these actually, while these aren't hard, these are actually kind of tricky problems. So it's kind of funny. This has to be Ko. If we connect, we're dead. There's only Ko here, so we have to play the Ko. And if it said it was wrong, that's my bad. This one. We kind of need to play this move right here. Because if we play back and they throw in, we can't ever make 2 eyes. So we have to pull back here. And if they take away this eye, we make this eye. If they play from over here, we play this one. Yeah, sounds good. All right, we're getting to the harder ones. We're getting there. Can we just connect, first of all? This becomes a double Atari, and that's not good. We can play here, because if they throw it on the inside, we can connect on this side, which makes another eye. And if they capture over here, we play on the inside. So that looks good. All right, so these are the hard ones now. Okay. Okay, so I think the hard part is the fact that we have this here that we have to connect. And if they play here, then it's no good. Oh yeah, don't look at my problem while you're doing your own. You should do your own first, then you can look back. So we have to make sure that, because we either have to get this connection for free, or we have to do something else. And so my feeling here is that we want to throw in probably. And then if they cut us, we can Atari. They connect, we Atari again. They can't connect. And so we can then capture these 4 stones. So they have to play on the inside. Then we can throw in, which is threatening to go another shortage of liberties. We throw in, they capture, we throw in, or let's say they don't capture first. They capture on this side. Then we throw in over here. They capture, we throw in again. Capture, we Atari. They connect, and then we can capture on the outside because this stone is not off the board yet. So that looks like that works. And so if they connect here, we throw in. They capture, we throw in again. It's the same idea. So they have to capture again. Then we can turn here. And if they capture, we can Atari. If they connect, we capture again. So it looks like we just throw in here and throw in. Like that. Yeah. Cool. That's a cool problem. I like that one. Oh, okay. Oh, the point wasn't killing the whole group. The point was saving the corner. Remember, our corner was dead. We weren't trying to kill. Yeah, we were trying to save the corner. You know? Okay. I'm glad you know. Hello, Sugadintas. Just checking. Okay, just checking. It's good. And hello, 42 as well. We'll probably mention Discord stuff again here. Now there's a couple more people coming in. Okay, no new activity feed stuff. That's good. Just checking. This one, the first instinct is, of course, this Atari, right? This is the first instinct. If they connect, we go underneath, but they capture and we capture, and then we have to recapture, which is the problem. And so the next thing is because we have 3 liberties here, they only have 2, so we need to play a different move. This is like the raccoon's belly. Like, yeah, what Sugadintus is saying, the raccoon's belly idea, E19 or F19. Or playing on the top side sort of thing. So we play this one. Just got to read it, right? If we play this one and they do something on the outside, we Atari, and capture, and I think we have more liberties, so they can't do that. But then if they take a liberty instead and we Atari, they connect, then we play here, then they take another liberty, we're dead. So I think we have to play F19. That would probably be the right one. But then if they connect, that's what we have to read. Because now with F19, if they play away, we Atari, they connect, and we Atari. So there's no way for them to capture. So E19 doesn't capture right away. And then if they connect here, we probably have to extend. And then if they play here, that one's a little bit more annoying. Does that one work that way? Maybe we have to extend instead. Maybe we have to play a different way. E19, E13, F18. Oh, yeah, that way too. That way too. Yeah, you're right. You're right. That's why I was like, wait a minute, F19 may not work. Because I was just looking at it. Like, F19 might not actually work. So maybe it is E19 right away. Yeah, for some reason I was thinking of the Atari there, but we have the shortage of liberties on the one side. So yeah, you're right. You don't know the answer, just guessing. Wait, F19, after they connect, I couldn't find an answer for this problem. But if the move was at E19 and they connect, if they connect here, obviously they're dead. But if they connect the other way to get more liberties, it's actually still kind of annoying if they connect. Maybe we don't let them connect. Cheap views, huh? Cheap views. Okay. We gotta go over here and get rid of this person. we can just ban them. There we go. All right. Now we can look again. Yeah, after they connect, I think we may not have enough liberties. I have to double check that. Remove this space. Oh, yeah. Well, you didn't do it fast enough. I honestly forgot, okay? I forgot that you were a mod. You know, you had 5 seconds to do your job, and you didn't do it. I should probably fire you. Atari first might actually still be the right answer, actually, because... Or one of these Ataris might still be the right answer. Because if we throw it and they connect, they have 1, 2, 3, 4 liberties, and we only have 3. So we have to actually get rid of a liberty directly. Because I thought if we did the underneath, Atari, and then go underneath, and they capture, we capture, then they recapture, we'd have to capture again, and they have more liberties. So we just don't go underneath. We have to go up instead. Or we capture, and then if they do that one, we connect. Oh, that works. Okay. Oh, wait. They capture these stones? Your mods be always a little short, I think. Yeah, well, they need to get used to it, all right? They need to get used to it. This one, of course, they have too many liberties. So this one has to be the right one. If we capture, and then they capture, and then we connect, and then they connect, and then we play here, and they block, we have to connect. They turn, we have to block, and then this is a ladder, huh? This is just a ladder. Does that matter for this problem? We have to assume that that works, right? So we have to extend down. And if they Atari, then we capture and connect. Then there's a throw in. I don't know. Maybe we have to do the other direction. No. There's a co. I see a co. There's so many little things to worry about with this one that it's very annoying. Okay, look, I'll get back your mod prime. 3, 2, 1. What does that look like on Twitch? What does that look like on Twitch? So on my screen, it doesn't look very good. Ah, there you go. Looks much better on actually Twitch. That's great. Why would I do anything? uh, anyway. Oh, can we play on the inside? No. I want this to work, but there's this ladder, so it just doesn't work. Can we do it from here instead? Oh, let's look at that one again. What was wrong with F19? They have too many liberties. They have too many liberties, I'm pretty sure. What if the answer is co? Well, that's why I want to double check, though, before we figure that out. F19, if they connect and we play here, maybe we have to play here right away? Oh, I guess we get a target from the outside, yeah. Oh, G19, I wouldn't. I guess we could do G19. Then they have too many liberties after G19, right? Oh, if G19, then H19. Okay. Then they could Atari. Because if you capture, we recapture, and then they should have more than 3 liberties after that capture, right? But I was thinking, then they still capture on the inside, but maybe that's good, yeah. Because we can throw in again. Yeah. They should, but I don't think they have. Okay. Yeah, because the other moves, I couldn't think of an answer for anything else, so it does have to go back to probably one of these again. This one doesn't work. Well, we'll read that one out again. Hmm. We'll try it. We'll try it. You're thinking G19. But I thought for some reason that didn't work. They play this one, then we go in. Then if they connect on the outside, we can just... We have to connect on the outside again. Oh, no, we'll try. We have to connect here, right? We can... Oh, I guess we could technically cut if it worked, but I think we have to connect on the outside because that ladder, right? Ah, okay. That worked. Good job. 1 liberty ahead, yeah. Yeah, it has to work. It really did have to work, but I couldn't figure out the right answer for it. I've seen this one. I think I know this answer. But we need to zoom in. What the heck? It did work. We'll look at that one some more later. What I really wanted before was something over here, but it was something like this. It was stupid. What I don't like about the zoom in, though, is that it's cutting off this outside a little bit. F18 doesn't work. I know that one. I know this one doesn't work. Because we've seen this problem before. It may have been a couple weeks ago, but we've seen it before. It feels like it should be the right thing, though, right? Just remember there's a thing we can connect up to over here. I believe it was actually something over here, like this one. This is like the first move you'd want to see, right? G19 looks fancy, right? Yeah. I'm pretty sure this was the move. But I don't remember the variation. We got to try to remember. If they pull back like this, we can just connect underneath, right? Because there's a stone over here. We can just push and connect. And they didn't take our liberties, so that's no good. You don't even bother solving these? Oh, it's something weird on the outside, yeah. Yeah, so this one, they have to take a liberty, and then we can Hane here, and then we can Hane here. I get what you mean, though, right? It's something like that, right? Some weird thing. Yeah, they played this one on the inside, because if they did this one, it doesn't work, because we can Hane here. Or no, we could Hane here. Yeah, because then we get rid of either eye. So they have to play from this side, which means we can Hane, and when they push, we Atari, and we capture. It was something along those lines. Capture. And did we capture again? We had to capture again, I'm pretty sure. We didn't connect now, right? Was there a reason to push here first? Capture. Oh, it was this connect. It was that connect. I couldn't remember. It didn't matter too much. Yeah, this one. Yeah, F19 was the only sort of idea. Yeah, because no matter what I did here, none of these moves seem to do anything. Because you can't do this one, right? There's just too many liberties now. And of course, the other one doesn't work. This is too much already. So we had to play here, but then for some reason I thought this didn't work, because if we pulled back first, it didn't work. Right. Yeah, and then I was thinking that we had to do this way. But this way I believe doesn't work either, because they can just block on this side. Then it's like a co shape if we do it like this, and this one doesn't work. F19, E19. Yeah. It didn't. There's not enough liberties. They have 3 liberties when you do that. 1, 2, 3, and then we only have 3 liberties. So this one didn't work right away. Yeah, so that's why you had to push here. So that was good. That was good. Juppy's up. Yeah, that was good. That was good. Because now we have enough liberties to take things away. And so we just have to keep getting rid of the liberties. And keep getting rid of the liberties. Right. And the only thing I could find that could kind of work didn't work. Because we have this ladder here on the outside. If it wasn't for that ladder, this would have been fine. So, yeah, that was what was tripping me up, was that little ladder thing. This one, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Capture. They throw in. I think we need to connect. Yeah, we needed to connect. Wrong. All right, let's look at the answer. Look at the explore. Look at the main answer here. Oh, it was push first. Oh, okay. It was push first. That's what it was. And then go underneath. Okay, okay. I don't know if you noticed, so I did say something about pushing. I was trying to really remember this one instead of read it out. So I had to push first. Push first. This one, we just have to cut. Then we play here. And then we can throw in over here, I guess. Okay. That makes sense. So they have to play from the outside. And then this move was the other move I couldn't really remember or think of when I was trying to actually solve it. The first time, I saw this potential, but I could not think of this move. And that was too much for me. But it does work this way. And if they play from the outside, we just connect here. And if they go from the inside, do we even need to do anything? We just take a liberty, right? Yeah, it was this move. I remember for sure when I was talking about last time, I couldn't find this one at all. This was I just would never have thought of that move. Yeah. Okay. I remember a little bit. We're remembering this, kind of. How many unique life and death problems do you think there are? Unique ones? I actually don't know. So, like, when you say two similar ones, you said you can treat it the same. When you say similar, what do you really mean? Right? So, like, the reason I asked that is, I'll probably go to Let's Play Go. Oh, yeah, I was looking at this thing, yeah. New board. So, like, with like the L shape, and you click shift, I guess. Is every problem involving the L shape something different, or is this or similar, right? Like, is this problem where you have to play on the inside the same? Is this all the same as all the different bulky 5 problems? Right? Is this a different problem? Yeah, that's why I wanted to ask, like, because, like, if these are all technically different, yeah, if these would all be considered technically different, there's probably a huge amount of problems, like a absolutely huge amount. There's just one problem. Okay, then if that's the case, because that's what I said, like with all these extra moves in here, right? Because for beginners, we would give them like this as like how to kill as white, right? And we'd have how to kill as white with this one, and how to kill as white with this one, right? And then how to kill with this one, right? And then this one will also be if black is surrounding white. I need a actual black stone. That's my bad. Let's get rid of this one. If black is surrounding white in some way, and white only has a certain amount of liberties, then this is a black to play problem now. Let's have it. Let's have this pushed over one. Let's get rid of that. There we go. We'll do this one, this one. So now it's like, can black win the liberty race? And I believe, I don't know with this one, but yeah, Carpenter square is definitely more than one problem, right? So like this one would be like a liberty race problem. And so do they have enough liberties here? I didn't actually check. right? But normally this is one type of problem with the same exact shape. But it's a different answer because it's not about living in the corner. It's about killing the outside by making enough liberties in the corner. So yeah, that's why it's kind of difficult to answer. Let's probably get rid of this one. There we go. And then it would also be, yeah, I've heard a rumor that most pros in Korea and China just memorize all life and death problems, don't actually solve them. Oh yeah. So that's I think that's kind of true. It is kind of true. Well, because even in Japan, Suga, like with what's his name? What's his name? Sakata Ao. Even Sakata Ao said the same thing to sort of memorize problems in Japan too, but even a long time ago. And he was the one who was considered the best at fighting at the time, right? And he was also saying memorize problems. Hello, Octopodes, how you doing? Yeah, what he said was actually to like one of his suggestions, if you wanted to be a professional, was you memorize Gokyo Shumyo, basically. And after you've memorized this, you're already really strong at reading. And he did want you to memorize it, basically. He wanted you to do it over and over and over again until you really understood everything in it and had it basically memorized. So even in Japan, they were saying that sort of stuff. But no, I think it is true that you do want to memorize a lot. That's why I've actually broken Sumego down into two different sort of sections, where like the problems that I do on stream, for example, that's sort of the memorization type problem, where I'm mostly looking for, like if we look at these ones, if it'll load, of course. I don't know why that one's not solved right now, but I'm mostly looking to see if this is a shape that I would recognize. Oh, nice, solved 10 Tudon problems. Very good. I'm mostly saying if this is a shape I would recognize and or a technique that I would have memorized. And I believe even the Go Sagan book, I don't think I have it next to me. But even the Go Sagan book, that is Sumego, he says he wants you to memorize in that book too. He wants you to memorize these positions. So I do think there is a memorization thing that you should do. Like these problems, you probably don't need to memorize necessarily. Where is this one from? Doesn't say. Maybe you have to memorize this one, but I don't know. Yeah, liberty races over 10 liberties each are always tricky, even for average pros. Yeah. But I think, yeah, liberty races are tricky. And that's not something you can really memorize. There's things you can memorize with liberty races. Like you don't want a bamboo joint, because bamboos are not actually good for liberties. Oh, in this case, I don't know for sure. Like this particular case, but like bamboo joint is bad for liberties, so you try to avoid that. You usually want to connect solidly in some way instead. Or you want to do like the diagonal instead, or you want to not have a cutting point somewhere. Or, squeezing is always good for capturing races and stuff, right? Like there's a lot of like techniques involved, and those techniques are the things you have to memorize and try to really know all about them. This one looks good for black. I don't know, it might be, right? If black plays first, if we can do this one. We can probably even do it this way. And this looks like there's too many liberties here. Yeah, for black. And then what about for white? Like white also needs to know the proper response here, right? In this case, you shouldn't have to read the liberties in the corner. You should know the liberties in the corner, right? You should already know how many liberties black has without any reading. And if white gets to play first, you should know how to get rid of the liberties quickly. And how many liberties black has if white plays first? I believe if black plays first, yeah, they have 8 or more, right? And then if white plays first, they should have about 3 or 4 liberties in the corner. It was something like that. So like that's the stuff you definitely have to have memorized, right? Even if you don't win the liberty race, you know how many liberties you have, so you could be forcing it when you're doing this fight on the outside, right? If you know you have around 8 liberties on the inside, if you play first, then on the outside you want to try to make sure they don't have that many liberties when you're trying to attack them. And here, like white can play this one first, and then they don't have that many liberties anymore. So like my feeling, and I haven't done it completely yet. I've memorized a lot of stuff, but I haven't gotten all of it in there, which is what I want to try to do next. But I do think that you should memorize like all of the, not just common shapes, not really the best way to call them, but all of the shapes in general when it comes to life and death. Yeah, not enough liberties now. And of course, if they go this way, not enough liberties now. Very few now. Like in any of these techniques as well, you want to have memorized to be pro, right? To be pro level. Because like when you watch like a really strong player, like Baduk Doctor, or even Ryan Lee, when he was doing his series on YouTube, he didn't have to think about a lot of this stuff, right? Yeah, he didn't have to think about a lot of this stuff when something came up, and he was like, "Oh yeah, this shape is a dead shape unless they play this one." And so, yep, there you go. And oh, they forgot the right move, so let me kill it really quick so I can show you how it's dead. And I was like, I didn't even know that was close to dead. That was I had to think about that one for a second before I knew that was dead. Yeah. So I don't know. That's it seems like a lot of the strong players really do have a lot of that stuff memorized. They aren't thinking about it for very long. They just know that this is a dead shape already or this is alive already without actually having to read it. So I do think it's definitely to do with memorization for sure. Yeah, you have a couple Chinese players at your club that are really strong and studied in Chinese Go School when they were kids, and they know so many life and death problems. Yeah, I think that was it when Clausius went to Korea to study with, what was it, Biba, Blackie's International Baduk Academy or whatever. They just had him sit in the corner and do Sumego all day. That's what he said, at least. I don't know if that's all he really did, right? But if I think he said that he felt like he just doing Sumego all the time there. I think it is because you do need all this stuff memorized. That's why, like, Go Dave, him memorizing everything all the time, or him going through and doing so many problems every day, and did that for like a couple years, right? That's probably what you're supposed to do. That's why I wanted to work through as much of this as possible, right? Try to get through as many of these problems as I can, if not all of them. But there's some of these I really hate. Learning how to do Sumego the correct way is actually hard. That's why I said there's 2 different ways of doing it. There's the we need to memorize, which is about trying to read it out. And if you can't, you look at the answer. Then you have to do it again later and do it again later until you've done it over and over and over again. Just stop getting in a situation where you're compelled to solve a Sumego in game. Well, it's not at all about that, actually, Octopodes. It's actually not about that at all. That's actually something I think people don't really realize. Because if you look at my normal games, you would actually notice that I try to avoid it. Okay. I try to avoid complicated situations a lot, right? Problem 840 is screwing with you. in the number 3 here? Where's 840 at? You don't lose points for using intuition, no. One before this one. Oh yeah, but yeah, it's not actually about being in a place where you are compelled to do something in a game. Because when you're playing the game, like the reason why certain things work, and hello, Schmouty, but the reason why certain things work is because we know that the life and death is fine, or we know that it's good or bad or whatever. So like I believe like this shape, for example, when you have this jump, the reason why we play this jump is not necessarily because of applying pressure. If it does apply pressure, that's good. The reason is because when they invade, it is protecting this cutting point, which means that the corner is no longer alive when they invade. It's all about the life and death. Yeah. Yeah, I was noticing some of them. I noticed when I looked at the ebook TV. Yeah. I saw you were playing on here. Yeah, I saw you were playing on here the other day. I almost accepted just for fun, but you'd been sitting there for a long time, so no, but it is a context of Joseki. It is for sure. But this is where Sumego comes in, because what if they attach here instead? Are they still alive or dead in the corner? Well, now we need to be able to read that out. And so you could study it just from the context of Joseki. It's like, okay, well, if they attach here, we have to back off. You know, okay, sure. But what if they play a move you didn't read out with the context of the Joseki, right? Like they play this one instead. Well, now you have to make sure you know what this looks like. What do we play here? Do we back off here? Do we need to back off here? Do we play something else? Right? This is where the Sumego part comes in, right? They play something that you don't know about, because this is the standard. The Joseki would be, right, they do something like this one and we can get rid of it, or they do something over here and we have to figure out how to do this one as well. And then like the other one would be the this move, which is the most common move. These would be the Joseki ones that you learn about, like when people are trying to punish it, this sort of way of doing it. But what if they play the one move you never had seen before? This one. Right, yeah. I don't know, sir. Stop changing shapes. I'm not catching up with my reading. Yeah, so that's the idea here, right? It's like now there's a cutting point here. Can we play this one now? Do we have to play over here? If we play over here, is that killing it or not? You know. Yeah. No, I try to tie it all in as well. And so like when you're studying the Joseki, you should study these things, right? Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah. 42, that is true. He said, have you dealt with being impatient or having tunnel vision? I often play the moves. You often visualize the move you want to play next, and then immediately play after my opponent plays without stopping to read if it still works. Yeah, I do that. Yeah, I I do that for sure. Oh man. But yeah, it's not just with this corner though. This was just like a simpler idea, and then the other thing would be like the rest of the game, right? So like the reason why we can apply pressure to this group is related to life and death, right? And so you should know that if you play too far away, then they're going to be able to have a shape that is basically alive. And yeah, you could think of this as just shape, right? Because we block here, they can play this one, and they're going to be basically alive right away. If we take this one, they have this Hane, and they have this living shape on this side, and they just have to fix this one here, they're alive. And so it's all the fighting stuff. You just need to know what the shapes look like. So if you want to make this more pressure, you would first of all play on this third line for life and death purposes, right? And that's like studying Joseki and stuff too. But then you have to play closer to make sure they can't just live. And then, yeah, there are techniques for them to live anyway, like this sort of idea. And then there's also like this attachment into this move, right? And they're still going to be able to live in some way. But if you just didn't know any of this stuff beforehand, you'd have to read it in a game. And so that's where the Smigo stuff comes in. That's with any fighting, because you know that they shouldn't live because they don't have enough space to live. Or if they're pushing on the second line, you know that they can only push a certain amount of time before they can live, or before you have to Hane to make sure they can't live, or they push a certain amount of times before they have enough liberties to go back and kill the corner, or any of that sort of stuff, right? A lot of the fighting in a game is dictated on the idea that you know that they could die if they played wrong. This one here. We got distracted. Yeah, you can use that, by the way. I did mention that earlier for Dark Jackal, right? You don't lose points for using the intuition power. You can only use it once, right? So that's it. This looks like a... okay. This is white to play. This is a fun problem, by the way. Yeah, everything's interrelated. Yeah, basically. But it is true. Like, yeah, it is like an RPG. That's how I did it when I first started, right? You have to round out eventually. But when I first started, I only studied the opening, right? Yeah, I only studied the opening. You did figure it out? Okay, cool. It should be this sort of move here. If they block, now we can push and cut. Seki, yeah. But I only studied the opening until and because I just really enjoyed it, and this was before AI, and that's why I was so interested in it, because there was so many options. There was so much going on. I think I studied I studied this opening, like every little detail about this opening, including all the different split variations. Like, this was a thing one of the professionals was doing at the time, and if they invade, you do this attachment here. You don't back off, but also if they go in the 3/3, you block this direction and do this knight's move instead. This was the move at the time, before AI. Because if you blocked, you had this weird cutting point, and they could still live. So if you played this one, you didn't have that same cutting point. It was different. You could block this way, where you could just connect, which gets rid of the cutting point, because now it's just a net. And if they attached, you do block, I believe. Yeah, it was something like this one if they attached. How did you study the opening back then? It was way more difficult, I gotta be honest. Oh, you think you read it as dead instead of Seki. Okay. Yeah. Good point, Dark Jackal. Yeah, I've done that before for sure. And then... Oh, yeah, and then with this one, the other thing was, before I answer that one, was if they played away, you want to play this right away, as soon as possible. And this was the old variation. As soon as possible. And then you can go back to fixing the corner or jumping up here. But yeah, back then, it was a mixture of finding people who are willing to talk to you about it, or finding videos about it. You still play this? Yeah, I still like it, yeah. It's still not bad. That's if they do the split thing, right? That's if they do the split thing. And if they approach, it was different. I did 2 spaces instead of 1 space. Because 1 space, after they took this, I will play the old variation. Then when I went down to this side here, and they shoulder hit, we don't want to push up anymore, because we're building a couple points, not enough points. And then if we do 2 spaces, it was this. We could still play the same thing, but now if they try to reduce us, we could push up, because we're building a lot more in that area. So lots of like little details that you'd have to figure out on your own too. But yeah, I would find videos if I could. The peep attached for 2 space extension group. Okay, yeah. But yeah, you find videos if you could, and then if you couldn't find any videos, you'd try to look for books that you could find And if you couldn't find any books, you had to look at professional games, just see what they were playing in the pro games. You get wall theory, I believe was the thing we used, wall theory. It was just a pattern search. So you play the variation that you want to study in the game, and it shows all the ways different pros played the game. And so you don't know what's good or bad. That's the thing. Like you have winning ratio. We did have this at the time, I believe, as well. And you would have like a winning ratio thing. So like this was the most common best move for winning the game. And like these ones were bad moves, and they didn't win the game very often. And then before that, if you didn't have this, you just have to find the pro games yourself. When you didn't have this, you had to find the pro games. But you had to definitely rely on pro games and your own judgment and reading. And that's actually what I think is the most important. And I think that's actually why a lot of people before AI were better in some ways. 3 has 70. Yeah. Yeah. This is not for Fuseki in particular. This is for the entire game. It's for finding the pro game, right? So now there's this number of games that played this. Now you can choose the pro game and see what year it was played. And then you could load that up and you could just play through that game. And that was sort of the point of it, yeah. You basically only do life and death because studying opening theory seems overwhelming. You need to eat real food, suddenly shaking. Careful, Dark Jackal. Be careful. Yeah. I think opening theory is actually... I think it was overwhelming before, but that was what attracted me to the game. But now I think... now I think it's not as overwhelming because it's a lot simpler now, technically. I forgot to answer actually what 42 said earlier. Dealt with the impatient tunnel vision thing. Like I do that in games, but I think in when it comes to tunnel vision in like a over the board game, I don't ever have that problem because you're not ready to click right away like you are on a computer board, and that helps a lot. So like taking your hands off the mouse sort of thing. They click a move, you just have to wait a certain amount of time before even allowing yourself to play the next move, and I think that helps a lot. So if you have 30-second Byomi, you have to wait at least 10 seconds on your Byomi before you can go and click something. That helps a lot. You feel the opposite? Yeah, back in the day, I used to have my ideals for what's good opening and what's AI, and now AI tells me that nothing matters and anything goes. Well, that's actually why I say it's actually easier now. Because you can actually still do it the same way. Because I actually felt really bad when AI came out because it changed the opening stuff so much. And that's the only thing I ever spent time on. I mean, I spent time on other stuff, but the thing I spent the most time on, I guess I should say. And so like that was the thing that I felt like I was kind of an expert at. Slow online games down instead of speeding them up. Yeah. That should be an option, yeah. But I eventually changed my mind on that, though. I eventually came to the conclusion that the AI actually makes it a little bit easier to study opening because everything's fine. So you actually only need the fundamentals of the opening. As long as you're following that, you're okay. But there are actually there's one book that I think is still just I stopped playing for about that long too. after the AlphaGo stuff, and everyone online was accusing everyone of cheating after like Leela 0 came out and everything, and so, or Leela, I don't know if it was even 0, and so like I just stopped playing. I stopped making videos. I stopped doing everything. I just stopped playing for a couple of years. But AlphaGo and AI stuff did basically tell me that the first book that I really liked about opening was actually good. And it was Fundamental Principles of Go by Yilin Yang, yeah. This book was the one that was basically everything that he says here is still true, even though it was published 2004 before AI stuff. This is all still true. And the only thing you sort of have to change your mind on is the 3-3 invasion, because he doesn't really talk about it because it's older book now. But you have to view the 3-3 invasion a little bit differently. And the 3-3 invasion is basically the same as an approach move now. And if you follow the principles that he outlines in this book for the opening, even if you don't understand the specific moves or anything, just following literally the step-by-step instructions he gives you, you have you'll always have an opening that's good. You'll always play a perfectly fine opening. And then you just have to find the stuff you like the most. So in this way, it's actually the same as before AI. The goal is still to find the thing that you like the most. Yeah, I know that the copy, the physical copy does have some issues. The digital one is technically better. But yeah, I know the physical one does technically have some issues. So yeah, it's kind of weird. Yeah, so as long as you're following the actual fundamentals of the opening and you're thinking of the 3-3 as an approach instead of an invasion, then this book actually works perfectly. And the instructions they have for you are exactly what you need to play a solid opening no matter who you're playing against. And then you study after that. You have to have these fundamentals first, and then you study what you think is your favorite way to play the opening. Because that's all I'm focused on now, is my favorite way to play the opening. Before that, I was actually focused on the same thing. I still was looking at my favorite way. My favorite thing was having one enclosure with a 4-4 point, because one enclosure got me some territory, and the 4-4 point was flexible enough to either have territory or to have influence. And then I just studied all the moves that were around here until I found out the variation I liked the most. Nowadays, it's a little bit different, but now I'm very happy with this sort of variation, whereas before we wouldn't have played it at all. This is actually almost exactly the same as what I would have played before, but just with the new Joseki, right? Almost exactly the same as what I played before. But now I just don't back off anymore, and we play these sorts of Joseki instead, or we slide. We focus a little bit more on the corner, right? There's some newer things like that, but even if you do just back off like I used to do, I only liked the large knights move. I didn't like the extra large. I didn't like this one. Because this one, the invasion, it's a little bit easier to handle everything. And you could also even just block this way if you felt like it, because you're not giving up as much either. And it's awkward for your opponent as well. Even after just this one Hane, you can still take the corner potentially, or attach in some way. What time is it before I keep going? Okay, good. Make sure I'm not losing track of time on what I'm trying to do later. Yeah. Nowadays, you can just follow the fundamental idea, not have any special opening knowledge, and then get the special opening knowledge later if that's what you want. Close that one. Yeah, so I will have to check out some of these ones though. This Baduk TV thing, because I was gonna look at it, but I just had not done it yet. But it looks like they have a decent amount of stuff, the little Joseki stuff and strategy. Is it each section have something different? There's one video, 2 videos for fighting, a couple videos for Fuseki. Modern Fuseki idea explained. Sure, this could be fun to watch. A ton of Joseki videos. Wow. A ton of Joseki videos. I should probably watch them too. See if there's anything new or anything I don't really know. I think Yun Yang's Whole Board Thinking in Joseki Volume 2 is the greatest Joseki book ever written. Yeah, I wanted to get that, but I couldn't get a copy of it. I wanted Volume 1 and 2. But I couldn't find a copy when I was looking. I still start using Firefox. Explain yourself. I've never used Firefox. I've never liked it. You gave away your copy, Dallin. What were you thinking? Yeah, I wanted to get those two volumes if I could. There's a couple things I wanted as well. Like there's like a Chochi Kun thing that I wanted a long time ago. I don't remember what it was though. I was thinking Mino play this game. Oh no. New moves? Okay, new moves. This is gonna be Joseki stuff too. Yeah, talking about Joseki. I figured it would be like Joseki related. Pro game. There's at least a couple pro game things. Shinjin so. Okay, cool. Rice, barbecue sauce, kimchi, goat cheese, and a fried egg. All right. Sounds okay. Sounds okay. Psychology. What do they mean by psychology? How to prepare for a tournament. Okay, that's psychology. Yeah. All right. I might have to watch that one. That sounds good. Strategy. Use of cutting points without cutting. It's probably good, actually. The importance of timing. You know, these actually sound really good. Are these all free? It looks like they are. Oh, the Great Joseki Debates. Yeah, I've seen that one too. I don't think I have that one, but I think I've seen that one for sure. It looked fun. Yeah, looks cool. A lot of fun stuff. Yeah, I'll have to watch through like basically everything. It's fine. I'll get there. I'll watch through it one day. They even have a Sumego, but I hate their Sumego. Yeah, no, it's that's the other thing that I've realized is that even if it's outdated, the things you can learn from Joseki are still really useful. That's actually something that was really highlighted in the lecture workshop by Yun Yang. One of the ones was how to fight, like it was learning the basic fighting principles using Joseki or something like that, something along those lines. And it showed. I need to play again. Away again. It showed the Taisha here, and how to apply those like fighting principles to what's going on with this. So like if we connected on this side, I believe this was captured too easily. So that the side that needs to be that's easily captured, you connect to fix that. They cut here, we have to extend. They need to protect themselves in some way, and you know, like they had lots of good information about it. The way they talked about it, the way he talked about it was really cool, basically. But anything that you like even if it's an old Joseki, there's usually a reason why the moves were played the way they were, and so you can understand the reason for the moves, and that's the most important aspect of studying Joseki. Yeah, you do need to know the most common Joseki and all the variations for like making sure you don't fumble a game. But when it comes to understanding the Joseki and actually like really studying them for the purpose of just like getting better at the game, there's lots of cool Tetsuji and stuff you can learn. And then lots of good reasoning for the moves and stuff. So that's why I think even the old books I think are useful. I don't know why I'm doing this. I understand. There we go. Anyway. I want to mention again here. We do have some new people coming in. A poker channel. Yeah, we'll wave to say hi to everybody. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, let me know if everything's working. If you can, because you should be automatically added as a member, and then you should be able to talk in all of the rooms. As I said, I updated it all. The Discord should be good now. So yeah, just let me know if you can actually chat in most of these rooms. Like, you shouldn't be able to chat in some of these ones up here. These ones should be blocked off for everybody, but you should be fine with the other rooms. Yeah, I updated my Discord. Very happy about that. Finally, took me long enough. Added some more bot stuff. Seems like Dark Jackal can talk in this room, which is good. Get a room. I did. Okay. And I want to, again, because it's probably going to end the stream here in a little bit. I did want to mention, of course, that I do want to try I'm going to try making the study group idea workout. So anyone can come and join on, it's going to be Saturday or Sunday. I'm going to decide by today, so I have an idea for tomorrow to tell people. But my guess right now is Sunday, though it just depends on the timing next. But Nord, we hope you brought pizza. Look like it said something to you twice for some reason. We're good to go. But there we go. Will there be refreshments? Should I fly in or drive in? Just fly in would be nice. Yeah. But probably I'm going to make another section of the Discord just for the study group. And the idea is we're just getting together and having fun and playing games with each other. It's not going to be something that's super serious. The point is to get people to interact with each other and to have fun. Because I think that's one of the most important things. That was very helpful for me when I was first starting and getting better, was the fact that I could talk with all my opponents and stuff, because KGS was very open at the time. And I don't ever really see anyone talking anymore. And so that's part of why I want to start it. Yeah, my feeling is that probably Sundays, and I'll probably stream and review some games or play people or something like that. I'm not sure you're into this whole having fun thing. You know, it's a lot of responsibility, but you know, it not everyone can do it, right? But I think it's worth trying. It's worth, you know, at least trying. Yes, that's the goal right now. And there should be a link under my stream or in the description on YouTube. Yeah, there's a little Discord thing under my stream, so that is the goal. So I know that there will probably be no one there, or like one or two people there when I first do it. So I'll probably just be playing random people or having a little bit of fun in some other way. We'll see what happens, but that is the goal. I'm not expecting 1,000 people, but just like a handful of people to come and talk and do stuff would be good. And I probably won't stream it forever, but I think streaming it right now will probably be the best way to get people coming and joining and all that sort of stuff. So maybe I'll make a new thing for it. I think if they make this Joseki one, this will be really helpful. I think Joseki problems are really good. So I hope they do that, by the way. Random side note. I hope they do that. And the other thing is I'm very likely to be having people join the stream for that as well. So like we'd all just jump in one of these chats and we can talk about the games and stuff versus just me typing or you guys typing towards me. Like if anyone wants to do that, they can just jump in. That's something I've always wanted to do, is have people just jump on to stream whenever they felt like it. And then I could just sit in one of these when I was on stream and people could just come and say hi. I'm pretty sure no one would say anything bad, right? No one would do anything bad. Like I'm fairly certain, right? Maybe Sugadintus, but maybe no one else would be doing anything bad. Let's refresh this page. If anything else, I probably am stopping now though, but I just wanted to let it sit for a second before I stopped. Oh, Jeff. That seems like a sad thing. I probably shouldn't talk about this at the very end. Well, got him. You know, I have a lesson I do in an hour, so I like to try to stop an hour before on Mondays. And then Tuesdays and stuff, I don't have a lesson right after stream, so I don't have to worry about it as much. Speaking of lesson, I'm gonna go play a move in a game on OGS. I should be able to play a move. They're doing this one now. Okay, can I jump? Seems annoying, so I'll just do this one. Yeah, the whole point of this game, which I'll probably be talking to them afterwards, was that I was going to see how they handled an invasion or like a reduction to their large area, but then they gave up too much, so now I don't have to do that. So now my goal is to play end game that shows them that they're kind of behind. We'll see what they do. Oh yeah, we don't have a lot of good Joseki follow-up material. I think that is true, Apollo Go. Yeah. I think it would be good if we could have some more of that for sure. Can I push again? Kinda. Sure, let's push again. Yeah, no, I do think that's really good because like there was something I was watching. I think it was Yunkyo, and one of the things that she talked about, if I remember right, it was involving these types of shapes. At the end of one of the Joseki was the large knight, right? And that one of the important Joseki follow-ups that she was talking about was playing here right away. And I was like, I didn't even think about that as a move. Okay, that's good. I know it's a move you can play with in this sort of situation, but I didn't realize it was like an important Joseki follow-up, right? And I don't remember which Joseki it was. I have to go find the video again to remember exactly which Joseki. But that's one reason why I liked her videos, is that she did talk about some of the follow-ups that you're supposed to do. But I think like one of the things that really hurt me was actually in this game with this Joseki down here on the bottom. There is actually some nice follow-up here. Like with this attachment. So this is if we get rid of these here. Which one's that one? It's attach on top. It's attach on top Joseki. This Joseki here. And I actually didn't like this Joseki when I first learned about it, because I didn't understand like the follow-ups and stuff here, because it actually doesn't look like without reading it out, it looked a little bit annoying to deal with, especially if they were the ones who got to pincer here first. But because of this attachment and this move here and this Hane, you can see that we're actually very close to living right away. And even if they wedge, to get rid of all of that, this extension in the corner gives you an eye as well. So you can actually live really quickly with this group. It's actually very flexible. But I didn't know that because all the Joseki stuff just said we're done now, and that's all we had. And then when you look at pro games, you don't always see the follow-up. So I just didn't know how that worked. But now I do know that we can do this attachment. If we need to make shape really quickly, we do this attachment. And yeah, they can try to do something over here, and it just depends on the rest of the board here, what's going on. And maybe we even just connect sometimes, because we already did get some extra eye shape here. This is still technically eye shape, so it'll depend on the rest of the board too. But yeah, I was like, okay, that makes a lot more sense, because this one seemed like the easier one because we can see the eye shape a little bit better. But this one is just as good for eye shape. Yeah, it was kind of nice. So now we'll play all that out just for fun. We'll probably play all the in-gamey stuff now. This connection's actually quite big, honestly. This attachment's really big too. So let me see how he responds to this move. Yeah, we need more follow-up, because I don't know all the follow-up to the Josekis either. And we need a modern Joseki book that go over all this stuff too. We need all that. Anyway, I am going to stop now. Be sure to check out my new and improved, not really new, but my improved Discord to some extent. I'm going to be adding some more stuff to it. Oh, Ben, I don't know which Ben this is, but hello, Ben. But yeah, I'm going to be adding more stuff to it. Yeah, I think the toughest thing about going to all the questions to have the answer, it depends on the rest of the board. Yeah, it does. Yeah, so I'll see you guys tomorrow morning, probably as well. Tomorrow, my morning, or noon, my noon, around 9 to 10 a.m. There should be an app to fly over every follow up. It'd be nice to see a lot of follow ups. Yeah, I agree. Anyway, yeah, so I'll see you guys tomorrow, and then I'll have some more information about the study group idea, and I want to try to start it this weekend if I can. So I probably can. I shouldn't say if I can. I'm going to start it this weekend. Well, very likely Sundays. So we'll see what happens. All right, we'll see you tomorrow, guys. Have a good day.